9 games were played in the NBA on Sunday, and these are the results. 76ers beat the Pistons. Raptors too good for the Blazers. Pacers took down the Hornets. Grizzlies beat the Jazz. Nets edged the Heat. Thunder beat the Mavericks. Timberwolves down to the Rockets. The Cavaliers brighter than the Suns. And the Hawks, they beat the Clippers. Now, despite a scary Kevin Durant injury near the end of the third quarter, Brooklyn Nets won for a 9th time in their last 10 games, bettering Jimmy Butler and the Heat. Let's see how they did it.
Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat taking on Kevin Durant, the Brooklyn Nets. Boy, Durant has been playing like an MVP this season. In the first, Ben Simmons inbounds to Durant for the baseline jumper and one. Durant passes Dominique Wilkins for the 14th spot on the NBA's all-time leading scorers list. Second quarter, Victor Oladipo to Bam Adebayo, who drives down the lane, throws down the hammer plus the foul. He missed the free throw. Brooklyn still leading by 2 at that point. And we're still in the second quarter when Kyrie Irving pulls up for 3. He had 29 points in the game. Brooklyn led it 66-64 at half. Tough moments for Kevin Durant here. Durant drives, collides with Kyle Lowry, and is called for an offensive foul and was slow to get up. There's another look at the play right there. You see Durant with some pained expressions on his face. Later in the quarter, watch this. Jimmy Butler misses and sort of rolls into Kevin Durant's knee. Durant would later leave in the third quarter with a knee injury and not return. You're going to want to stick and stay with NBA.com for any updates on the condition of the great Kevin Durant. Tie game in the fourth quarter, Tyler Hero makes the 3 for the lead. He had 24 points in the game. Miami up by 3. Kyrie Irving, with less than 4 minutes to go, drives and makes the tough fadeaway. Brooklyn now in front, 98-97. Later in the fourth, Kyrie takes a 3 with his squad up 1, misses this one. Heat rebound. Victor Oladipo outlets to Jimmy Butler. Butler gets a jam. He had 26 points, 8 rebounds. Miami up by 1. Nets down 1. 10 seconds left. Kyrie Irving misses the deep shot. Royce O'Neal gets the offensive rebound and the putback. Watch this one more time. 3.2 seconds left on the clock. When this goes in, Royce O'Neal, a hero here with the little push shot. Last chance for the Miami Heat. It's Jimmy Butler driving, draws contact, misses the little layup. No foul called on the play. Here's another look at the contact as Brooklyn hangs on in a close one. Your final score, 102 to 101.
The man who is the bee's knees when it comes to NBA analysis in this part of the world, Alister Albert, is with us now. Good afternoon, Alister.
Hey, good afternoon, George. Good afternoon.
Excellent. Let's get right to it. KD's knees, the latest report is that he's going to miss 4 weeks. What will happen to the Nets in that span?
Wow, the Nets are going to be in a very interesting position where the management and the coaching are going to have to watch this team really closely. I'm going to revert to something I said really early on in this season. I think it was probably our second episode into the season, something where I called out 3 elements in a basketball game: composure, competence, and competence. Now, the Nets, what we've seen over the last 10 games, they've won 9 of 10, 17 of the last 20. Kevin Durant, of course, leading the way. He's played himself into the MVP conversation. What they've showed there during this whole time was they've been able to balance those 3 elements perfectly. You know, Kyrie Irving came back after his absence, and he just fits in with the team really well. And what we saw at the end of this game, and if I could ask the producers to do something really, something I don't really do, but if they could do this for me and play the last shot that Kyrie took. We see here 10 seconds left. Kyrie took an ill-advised shot, 3-pointer, and I think a couple of possessions before, he took another 3-pointer that was again ill-advised and forced. What we see here in this whole possession here is Kyrie losing the composure part of those 3 elements. And what the Nets need to look at really closely, Jacques Vaughn and the rest of his teammates, is being able to bring him back into the fold and be like, we know KD is down and you might want to play hero, but this is not the time to play hero ball. And I think it's really critical that Kyrie Irving understands that, you know, for the team to continue winning as they have.
But hold on, Alister, hold on. It's fascinating you say that, yeah? But in that situation, Kyrie Irving has been a part of a team with, bigger than a superstar, a legend of the game, arguably basketball's finest ever player for what that's worth. And when the game is on the line, your leader, your best player, takes the initiative and tries to win the game for his team. Now, against what you are saying, tell me this. What is wrong with Kyrie saying, well, KD's out, I'm that guy, I'm going to take that shot in these situations, rather than looking someone to pass the responsibility to? I am the one who should go for it to try to get my team the victory. I want to hear you reconcile those strands.
Totally fair. And, as superstars, you get paid to make superstar decisions and kind of take over games in that sort of in that moment. But what we saw with Kevin Durant, and especially during this 20-game stretch, was a team, yes, relying on Kevin Durant and his skills and taking those hard shots in those last moments, but a team that was moving the ball around and finding their players and empowering their other teammates, Steph Curry, Royce O'Neal, and all of those, to take shots in those spots, even when their superstars are collapsed upon. Kyrie Irving did not read that situation properly, and as a superstar, you need to be able to, yes, take those shots, but also read the defense that's coming at you. Everyone knew he was going to take that last shot, and Kyrie Irving, of course, in that competence, confidence, composure element I'm talking about, he's supremely confident. We saw that in the 2016 finals when he took that three-point shot. We know he could do that, but you have to be able to read a game properly and the defense, what they're doing, coming at you with, and kind of trust your teammates. And I don't think he made the right decision there. It was a superstar hero ball shot, which is fair. If he makes it, that's good. If he missed that shot, you would have heard the analysts and other people talking about that was a really bad shot, Kyrie. You should have passed the ball. So it's in hindsight, it's really good that, the team was able to do that. But if he had missed that shot, we would have been talking about a whole different story.
Quickly on this one, Alister, because the people who only read NBA box scores after the games and then they turn to the Sports Mag Zone to hear you talk about the games and the intricacies, they miss the fact that Kevin Durant is more than just points. Mm-hmm. The defensive hole that he will leave, and people don't realize that, yes, his points have won them these games, 17 of the last 20, but his defending has been equally as important, and the Nets are going to have a hard job finding someone like him to rim protect someone of a similar size and dexterity on the defensive end.
Absolutely. And Kevin Durant, has turned up that defense, out of necessity for this team to be able to kind of win. And that all comes part to this argument I'm making a little earlier. And Jacques Vaughn kind of instilling that defensive requirements from his team, playing harder on defense. Kevin Durant turned it up, having quite a few blocks, good defensive rebounding numbers and everything. And we saw that kind of change of Kevin Durant when he left OKC and he went to the Warriors. We started to see Kevin Durant playing a lot more defense and, Coach Kerr pushing him to be, a lot more of a two-way player. And that's what happened here with the Nets as well, and allowed them to get these wins. And they will miss him defensively. Claxton needs to step up and will probably be that player. But it might be time for them to start looking for another big. Hassan Whiteside is floating out there. DeMarcus Cousins is floating out there. They need another big body to kind of get rebounds and be a defensive presence. And hopefully they think they look at that whilst Kevin Durant is out as well.
Yeah, last January he suffered the same MCL injury and he was out for 6 weeks, and it was the equivalent of tanking. They were so bad, the Nets were. They're hoping that the 4-week absence will not coincide with another awful run. Now, LeBron James continues to impress in his 20th season, leading Los Angeles Lakers to a narrow win over Sacramento Kings. That was on Saturday. The Lakers continued to surge up the Western Conference stable, and they chalked up on Saturday 5th straight win.
Los Lakers playing their best stretch of basketball all season, winners of 4 in a row, but they are 0-2 so far this season against De'Aaron Fox and the Sacramento Kings. LeBron James came in having scored 30 or more in 9 of the Lakers' last 12 games. Pulls up and drills a 3-ball right there. No Malik Monk for the Kings in this one. Sore lower leg, so Kevin Huerter. More opportunities. He knocks down a 3-ball. Then Russell Westbrook getting in on the 3-ball party. Then Westbrook, long pass ahead to LeBron for the dunk. Puts the Lakers up by 2. Now the Kings by 2. It's Fox on the drive. Nice bounce pass to Domantas Sabonis for the slam. More from Westbrook. Had a great game off the bench. 23 points, 15 assists, 5 boards, Dennis Schroeder, he had 27. That tied it up at 71, which was your halftime score. No, not a lot of defense in this one. Exhibit A right there. LeBron James threw 3 Kings defenders on his way to a dunk. And then on the other end, Fox is going to go for a 2-hand stuff. And then the lefty stroke from Fox at the free throw line is good. Kings by 5. Westbrook lobbing to LeBron James. LA back on top by 1. Sabonis, 16 straight double-doubles, sets a franchise record. He also leads the NBA with 29 double-doubles on the season. 25 points and 12 rebounds in this one. Thomas Bryant had 29 and 14. Everyone had themselves a game. De'Aaron Fox puts the Kings up by 2. We're now under a minute. LeBron on the drive. 37 for him. Bucket and the foul. Kings now trailing by 2. And Fox, the tough fadeaway. With 13 ticks on the clock, it goes in with 6.8. 34 points for Fox, tying it at 134. Schroeder on the drive. It's no good, but they whistle Fox for the foul. Take another look. That is certainly eligible for a no call. The coach's challenge unsuccessful. Schroeder knocks down 2 free throws, and Fox back irons a half-court heave at the buzzer that would have won it for the Kings, but instead, the Lakers get out of Sacktown with a 2-point win. Now 5 straight victories for LA.
Sometimes I wonder what our referees see. Did you see a foul there on Fox on Dennis Schroeder on that play?
No, that's a no call. You don't make it at that time. Yeah.
No. Anyway, the Lakers are on a run, 5 straight wins. The cynics will say, yeah, but those are 5 crap teams. True or false?
No, not crap teams, especially what the Lakers have been doing for this season. You know, they haven't been really good. They've played under 500 basketball. Any win is a good win. It doesn't matter if it's crap teams, good teams, whatever. They need to kind of compile the wins to get in the position to get even into the play-in position. So forget crap teams. They won. They were supposed to do that. It's good to talk about Sacramento basketball, and, they playing competitively and everything. But it's been really good to see the last 5 games, the guys step up. LeBron, Dennis Schroeder has come in. Russ, continuing to play well from the bench. Thomas Bryant, who's played really well in the absence of Anthony Davis. This is a guy who has spent 5 years in the league, and you've seen little spurts of talent there, a double threats and everything, and he's just doing that right now. And he credited LeBron James and Anthony Davis whilst he's out, continuing to give him that confidence and everything. And that's what you see kind of just happening right now. The guys have just played with supreme confidence and doing what they need to do.
Lastly, on the Lakers, has Russell Westbrook been better than you thought he would have been for the Lakers this season?
No. And why I say that is because I expected this level of play from him. Actually, when you look at his statistics, I think he averaged something like 18, 7, and 7 last year, which statistically is even better than what he's doing this year, when it was considered last year was his worst year. So I think, he's been playing a lot better now because he's playing within the flow of the game. Remember those 3 C's I talked about: competence, composure, and confidence? He's playing more confidently and playing with a lot more composure. Darvin Ham is able to be a little bit of a point guard whisperer, talking to him in his ear and telling him, to play his game, but play within the system. And that's what we see Russell Westbrook doing. The last 5 games, averaging 15 points, 9 assists, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. And he's just continuing to do that. And if they continue along that trajectory and LeBron continuing to play as he is, who knows what? Maybe the play might be a reality.
Yeah, there were a couple of seasons ago, Alister, when it appeared to me as if the Kings organization were building a serious basketball team. I mean, our own Buddy Hield was there, and they were threatening to do some good things. So I say that to ask, will De'Aaron Fox ever have a team in Sacramento that he can go deep into the playoffs with? Or do you think the young man may be saying to himself, maybe I need to find somewhere else?
No, I think what he's tasting right now, the little bit of success that he's getting, has probably allowed him to think that, you know what, let's see this out. You know, I don't think he's played with a center or another player like Sabonis who could command the offense and the defense like he has. You know, this is the guy I think has averaged or had a double-double in almost every game he's played this year, and has really good assist numbers as well. We talk about Nikola Jokic being like a really good assist man from the center spot, but Domantas Sabonis is actually really good as well. But what we need to talk about with the Kings as well is coaching. You know, Mike Brown has had a few stints, you know, as head coach with LeBron and the Lakers and all that sort of stuff, the Nigerian team last summer or 2 summers ago, whatever it was. And, you know, he hasn't really found his groove. But this year, I think with this team, he's built a really cohesive unit that is playing a lot more competitively. And De'Aaron Fox, I think, is just shining with everything that's around him right now, which is great to see.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask Mike Brown to coach my domino team. I'm sorry. Thank you very much for your time, my friend. All the best to you.
No problem. See you next time.
Good. The Lakers aim to continue their revival. They face Denver Nuggets to headline this evening's slate of games. The Wizards and the Pelicans. Bucks and the Knicks. Bulls against the Celtics. The Grizzlies versus the Spurs. The Lakers. LeBron is out. They'll play the Nuggets. And the Magic will play the Kings. Before we leave, viewers in TNT, here's your chance to play our Take Your Shot promotion, and you can win a trip for 2 to attend the 2023 All-Star Weekend in Utah. Watch the NBA live on Sportsmax to get a chance to scan the QR code for more information on how to participate. The promotion began November 28 last year. It ends January 20 this year.